Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
organize this beautiful tri-series featuring teams like India, Australia and South Africa. This is the final day, the final showdown between two great powers, India versus Australia. So Nick Button will be on the strike now. The new bowler, the star bowler for Team India, Bhuvesh Kumar. First ball for Nick Button. A quick update. We can see a slight bounce here.
It's an exciting day here at Karnail Singh Stadium, New Delhi, as the Tri-Series, International Tri-Series cricket tournament for the hearing impaired is on right now. It's the final T20 and India is playing Australia. Now, the twist in the tale is somebody who is here with me at the moment is not from the Indian side, but from the Australian side. She is the team physician for Team Australia, Dr. Sonali Pandey. Welcome once again.
Thank you, Manoj.
So, Australia, as I just heard, is 48 for 2 at the end of the 7th over. What is your reaction, your first reaction as a team physician?
Well, as a team, we are doing well. We had a good start. As team physician, I'm quite 100% sure that my team is fit and ready to give a good battle, and may the best team win.
Before a match begins, it must be action time for you.
Definitely.
What exactly happens before a match starts?
Before the match starts, we come to the grounds about 1.5 hours early. We do warm-ups, we do different training sessions, and get in that spirit of, giving a fight. We have our group huddle. We encourage each other, try to plan our strategies, and so far we have been doing so well. So yes, the plan is to, just do our best and encourage each other. Yeah. So main training happens way earlier when the team prepares for this series. We have net sessions in the previous few days before the series started. Those who are not playing will train in the nets after the game as well. So that training is going on continuously.
You are an orthopedic surgeon.
That's
I understand that if an injury, God forbid, happens to any player, you are there.
Yeah.
What I want to know is even, psychological counseling also part of the entire package?
Definitely.
For players?
Mental health is a big aspect whenever you are touring outside your own home country, especially if you have some other issues going on in personal life. Also, there can be ups and downs in your performance throughout the series. So one can go through some kind of mental health situation wherein they could be anxious about their selection, they could be worried about their performance, they could be struggling with certain matters, and mental health and giving them assurance, giving them cognitive behavioral therapy, preparing them for news that we might want to break to them. This is all part of our sports psychology.
Do you speak Hindi?
Yes, जी हाँ, बिल्कुल.
एक सवाल मैं हिंदी में पूछूंगा आपसे.
ज़रूर, I will try.
जो मेडिकल तैयारियां होती हैं एक
हाँ जी.
मैच के लिए, कुछ हो जाता है किसी को, तो हमारे दर्शकों को आप उसके बारे में क्या बताएंगे? क्या क्या तैयारियां होती हैं?
मेडिकल तैयारियां तो एक तो मेडिकल टीम, जैसे हमारी टीम से मैं डॉक्टर हूँ, हमारे साथ एक फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट है, तो दोनों के इंडिपेंडेंट और अलग अलग रोल रहते हैं। टीम डॉक्टर का रोल बिफोर सीरीज से चालू होता है कि देखना उनको कुछ प्री कंडीशन है क्या, कौन से मेडिकेशंस पे है वो, उनकी रीसेंट इंजुरीज क्या रही है, जैसे उनके कुछ टेंडन इंजुरीज है क्या, कोई जॉइंट्स में प्रॉब्लम है क्या, बिकॉज ये थ्रू आउट द सीरीज या बाद में टूर के वक्त भी हमको तकलीफ दे सकता है।
ये सवाल मैंने आपका टेस्ट लेने के लिए पूछा था कि कहीं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रहते हुए आप हिंदी भूल तो नहीं गई?
अरे बिल्कुल भी नहीं, कैसे भूलेंगे।
Okay, Dr. Pandey, it was a very poignant moment at the start of the match when the national anthems of both countries were played in succession.
Yes.
What goes on in your mind? I mean, you are working for a particular team with all dedication, but you have roots in a particular country. So, how do you strike a balance between the two emotions, and both must be equally strong?
I would say there is no confusion. हम दिल के तो हिंदुस्तानी हैं, तो जनगण मन आता है तो you know that proud feeling you get is unparalleled. I am in Australia last 3 years. I am a resident there. I don't know about the future whether I'll embrace citizenship or not. But I have been a global nomad. This is not the first country. I've lived in UK. और उसके बाद मैं ब्रूनाई भी रही हूँ। तो अलग अलग कंट्रीज़ में रह के भी अपने इंडियन रूट से जुड़ के, जैसे आई हैव 2 चिल्ड्रन, they have been grown in a very Indianized family atmosphere, तो वो रूट्स तो we are proud of, तो वो तो कुछ जाने वाले नहीं है, but it's a great opportunity for an Indian professional to be selected as a team physician.
Dr. Pandey, let me be very specific, something about the role that you play in this tournament. What are the complications that might occur in a game like cricket for the hearing impaired? What are the risks?
So one of the main thing that we have to be mindful is they are not wearing their cochlear implants. So sometimes calling out can be a problem. They don't hear each other and they might collide into each other. There is a condition called concussion, which is a traumatic brain encephalopathy. This can be evaluated quite early as well, and at-risk people can be, kept under observation. Concussion can have long-term implication as well, and in sports field, especially in Australia, there's given a lot of importance on this condition, that we recognize it early and allow the players to recover completely and return to sports is in a phasic manner. So this is something we are very conscious about, not missing out any concussions. So that needs on-field assessment, then off-field we do assessment, then they are kept under observation and they have to avoid, if they are having concussion symptoms, they need to avoid sports according to the Australian Institute of Sports rules. Adults about 14 days they have to avoid going back to sports and they are then returning to sports in a very phasic manner.
But God forbid if something of that sort happens on the ground, how equipped, to what extent are you equipped medically to immediately pay attention to the problem?
So occasionally we need to rule out that head injury aspect. So we have to consider CT scan of the brain. There can be associated cervical spine injury. We need to evaluate that as well. So all these aspects are there, depends on the collision that happens. But concussion itself, we have a tool, we call it SCAT form. So that is assessment of concussion on the field. We use SCOT form for the office assessment later on.
And is concussion specific to cricket, or it could happen in other games as well?
It definitely is part of most of the sports where there could be running involved, an impact involved.
Where teams are...
So basically this is something that's happening in the field, but it can also happen in indoor sports like netball, basketball. So wherever there is running and collision possibility, there can be a risk of concussion.
Okay. Okay. My concluding question is the T20 is a much shorter version of the game.
That's right.
What are the rigors when the scene changes next week and it becomes a different routine altogether when the teams will play one-day internationals? How tough is that?
That's going to be really exciting and challenging. 50 overs. We have to go every day how the weather is, because environmental conditions can play a big role when you're out in the field for long hours. So dehydration, whether your readiness or preparedness. Luckily, this series has already prepared our player for the conditioning. So conditioning हो चुका है उनका with the local atmosphere. When the tour gets longer, then other things can crop up as well. जैसे खाने पीने में, they can get more gastrointestinal symptoms, respiratory symptoms. So that fitness, along with the field fitness, is something that we have to be mindful.
In terms of the food that the team consumes, is that too curated from the health point of view, or they eat regular hotel food? Or?
So we've just been guiding. So I've been highlighting about personal hygiene. So hand washing technique has been given a lot of importance. Water, which water to consume. So bottled water is something that they have been following. Food, they are also aware that stale and something cold food they are avoiding. So there are certain things that we have given as guidelines to the players, which is going to be in the interest of avoiding travelers diarrhea, या local का भी gastro का भी endemic होता है. तो
One last little question. For keeping yourself hydrated, I'm not talking about the players now, but you two are on your toes, on duty throughout the match, intently watching. And what special measures do you take to keep yourself hydrated?
We all have to be well hydrated because our hours are quite long. We start our day pretty much 6 o'clock. At times I'm awake late at night as well, answering all the questions and queries. So yes, we go through long day. At times we are sitting in the shed, don't realize that we should be hydrating. So we all, the team members along with players and the staff, have one bottle each. They have to keep the target. Yes. So we are mindful about hydration, mindful not taking tablets and medications on empty stomach. So yeah, certain rules we follow on for our health well-being.
Dr. Sonali Pandey, as I wish you and your team good luck.
Thank you.
As I wish my own team good luck for the one-day internationals to begin next week, I thank you for sparing time for us.
I'm so happy, Manoj, you gave me opportunity and to connect with Indian, your followers, and I could represent as an Indian doctor at an international level the opportunity I got from Cricket Australia. So this was a pleasure of mine.
Most welcome. All the best.
Thank you.